if I can introduce the first guest speaker this evening, and that is the Police Crime Commissioner, Jane Kennedy.
Thank you, Christian. Good evening, everybody, and it's my great privilege to welcome you to Merseyside's annual Transgender Day of Remembrance Memorial event. I'm honoured to have been asked to open this year's commemorations and proud that Merseyside has run this event for so many years. It's good to see so many people here and so many agencies represented. Even if it is a cold welcome outside, it's a warm welcome in here, and I'm so glad we're not at St George's Gardens. Well done, the organisers. As most of you will be aware, yesterday was the internationally recognised day to remember those who've been murdered as a result of transphobia, and to bring attention to the continued violence endured by the transgender community. Since its inception in 1999, Transgender Day of Remembrance has been held annually on November the 20th, and it has slowly evolved from a web-based project into an international day of action. In 2010, the Day of Remembrance was observed in over 185 cities throughout more than 20 countries. I'm sure it will continue to grow. Let me just pause for a moment and say, in view of some of the things that have happened politically and people who started getting elected, we maybe have to work hard to make sure. You can't hear me? Shall I start again? No. I'm sorry, because I can hear it really loud. So if I speak like that, is that better? In that case, those of you that did hear, I'm sorry, but I am going to start again. You'd think I was new to this, wouldn't you? Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Merseyside's annual Transgender Day of Remembrance Memorial event. I'm honoured to have been asked to open this year's commemorations, and I'm proud that Merseyside has run this event for so many years. It's good to see so many people here, despite the weather, and so many agencies represented. A warm welcome to you all. As most of you will be aware, yesterday was the internationally recognised day to remember those who've been murdered as a result of transphobia, and to bring attention to the continued violence endured by the transgender community. Since its inception in 1999, Transgender Day of Remembrance has been held annually on November the 20th, and it has slowly evolved from a web-based project into an international day of action. In 2010, the Day of Remembrance was observed in over 185 cities throughout more than 20 countries. I'm sure it will continue to grow, and this is where I got up to when I left the script and said, I'm not absolutely sure, given some of the people who are being elected around the world, maybe we have to work really hard to make sure that the progress we have made is protected and that we continue to make progress going forward. I'm particularly pleased that in recent years, Merseyside's Day of Remembrance has been attended by senior members of Merseyside Police, who have encouraged the reporting of hate crimes towards the trans community. They are here to give you the message loud and clear that these awful crimes will not be tolerated and will be dealt with vigorously. It is so important to report all hate crimes, whether to the police or to Stop Hate UK's third-party reporting helpline, to make sure you get the right support and allow the police to deal with the perpetrators. I'm sure ACC Cook, who's here this evening, will talk to you in more detail about the service and the support the police can provide and their work to bring offenders to justice later. It's my hope that through the commitment of the police, we will see more people from the trans community joining our ranks. I'm confident that Merseyside Police is continuing to grow as an open and inclusive organisation, and that they will support any transgender staff, we were hearing from Christian, who need it, as well as anyone from the trans community who would wish to join us. I was encouraged by the turnout of staff at the official police unfolding of the transgender flag on Friday the 18th of November, and to see it flying at police headquarters yesterday, which was the actual Day of Remembrance. I wonder how many other forces actually have the flag. Again, we are leading the field in inclusiveness, and that is down to the work of everyone here who has campaigned on equality and tolerance for so many years. Anthony Griffin is one such leader, and I'm lucky to know him and have learned so much from him. He works so hard, and I'm extremely grateful to him for the work he's done in our office. You all know Tony for his work in leading this event for the past 4 years. Tony is responsible for the fabulous work of Intrust Sefton, who celebrate their 10-year anniversary this year. So happy birthday, Intrust. Another member of the community whose tireless work has led us to where we are today, and who I would like us all to remember and pay tribute to now, is Penny Bassey, whose sad death this year is still raw for many of us who are missing her warmth, her humour and invaluable contribution. You may know that Penny was a member of the Merseyside Independent Advisory Group, a really critically important group for Merseyside Police. And she was a member of it for more than 10 years, and she chaired it for the last 2. The group was set up in 1999 to provide an independent voice on local community issues, and particularly to represent the interest of minority communities. Penny was committed to preventing other people from experiencing the hate crime she had suffered for many years, and she helped to write policy guidelines on how police officers should deal with transgender people. In her professional life, Penny worked with both the trans community and disabled people and had excellent knowledge of the challenges facing disabled people. Penny used every opportunity available to her to promote diversity for all, and she promoted the good work of the force. As chair of the Independent Advisory Group, she provided independent advice on issues around equality and diversity. She informed hate crime initiatives, and she sat on high-level strategic policing meetings around major and critical incidents, which have a really important role in helping police make critical decisions, the right decisions at the right time. In February 2015, I was personally grateful for the support Penny gave to the launch of my Love Not Hate campaign. We aim to raise awareness of independent hate crime reporting centres across Merseyside. And Penny, who was a founder member of Transwirral and worked as a disability expert in employment matters for Breakthrough UK, also detailed her experiences as a trans woman on a hate crime awareness video produced by Merseyside Police, but which is screened in many hospital waiting rooms and GP's surgeries across Merseyside. She also sat on the Crown Prosecution Service's Local Involvement and Scrutiny Panel, that's a title, which reviews closed cases in order to recommend improvements where necessary. I, like you, was very sorry to hear of Penny's death. She was a dedicated and committed volunteer and a powerful advocate for trans people. She gave much of her time to raising awareness of hate crime. For many years, she fought for inclusion and acceptance, and she championed the struggle for LGBTI rights. Her energetic contribution to equality and justice on Merseyside will be sorely missed. Penny was a true ambassador for Merseyside Police, and there is no doubt that she achieved what she joined the Independent Advisory Group to do, which is to make a difference. Penny achieved so much and will be greatly missed by all who have had the pleasure to have worked with her. Her loss is being felt by many. Although later in the day, in this evening, we will be remembering those who've lost their lives as a result of transphobia and violence, could I ask that we take a minute to remember Penny, how she made us laugh and cry, and how she changed our thoughts and actions by her honesty and tenacity. Should we just do a short minute? Thank you. Thank you for remembering Penny.